Hello everyone, welcome back to the demo of Student Union. Let's go ahead and continue. The din of the cafeteria discomforts me. Energetic freshmen socialize with a few outgoing upperclassmen. I don't see Evan but scan carefully for my target. Despite the noise, there are fewer students than last year's usual. I might be wrong about that, since Mr. Underwood said there were more students overall. The room disperses the aroma of the kitchen. Chicken strip day, reliable as ever. I don't find who I'm looking for, but I spot a familiar face. A short girl sits alone at the end of the table. She's staring at her food, expressionless, as if separated by miles. I decide I'll put an end to that and sit across from her. It's funny to see so many empty seats around you. She flinches, dropping her plastic fork.
Oh, hey there.
Holly is radiant, beaming at me.
You're right. Where is everyone?
She steals my fork. I was gonna ask you that, honestly.
Well, this presents an opportunity.
For?
Catching up. Haven't seen you since forever. You got huge.
You just shrank. With a grin, I begin enjoying my finger food.
My vast cuteness has simply reached maximum density.
You're dense, huh? With a fork floors that's a little too close to my face, she retorts without hesitation.
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
I didn't say I didn't like it. She giggles and clears her throat.
Good. Now then, dear wanderer, why hast thou approached my spring after so many years?
Weeks, you mean? The break isn't that long.
Every day without sufficient worship is another scar upon my soul, an affront to my divinity.
Awfully needy for a goddess. The library kept me occupied.
Working, of course, boring as usual.
Responsible has a better ring to it. What were you doing then, oh great one? She hesitates.
Just preparing for the harvest.
I think she changed her number over the break. I can read the mood and don't pry further. Well, I hope my current tribute will make up for my heresy.
It's a start.
Her little fingers trace the edge of her tray. Her untouched food must be cold by now. Things will pick up next week. Speaking of work, though...
Oh.
Her positive expression dissipates. I'm starting a student union. We could use a mascot. Interested? She scoffs with a regained smile.
That's a new one. Granddaddy didn't mention it, so it must be a brand new scheme.
Mr. Underwood's brainchild. Cheap labor, resume building. Through valiant effort, I avoid talking with my mouth full.
Figures. Granddaddy said Principal Decker was desperate for new ideas.
Are you in? You can just sign up on paper, contribute, or hang out as you feel like. I'm not sure about the level of commitment expected, but I don't correct myself. She pauses for a few seconds before shaking her head.
No, you'd probably be stressful.
Come on, I'll pick up your slack.
You won't have to if I'm not joining.
She's gripping her tray, attendance in her hand visible. Okay, I'll just let you know how it goes. Are you gonna eat all that?
Oh no, go ahead and tax me.
Thanks. She grips my wrist as I reach for her food.
But know this. The blood debt will be paid.
I'll owe you one, okay?
Okay. I shall hold you intimately to that promise, Wanderer.
We missed the thou. Are we gonna get tired of being so... silly?
It's not silly, it's fun.
Don't people make fun of you? At this age, I almost add.
My supreme adorability grants safe passage.
I can make fun of you if you're feeling left out. Her expression becomes difficult to read, but only for a moment.
I'm not.
Hey, mind if I sit with you? Evan stands beside the table, awaiting permission to intrude. Just as I'm about to tell him it's fine, Holly beats me to it.
Another one joins the flock. Please kneel, traveler.
I'll just sit. What took you? Calculus is no joke this year. His exasperation is palpable. With a few extra newtons, he plops down.
Really? Did you find the limit?
Evan rolls his eyes as a thin girl slides into place beside Holly. Her hairstyle changed over the break, so it takes me a second to recognize her. She looks at me with a grin, which helps jog my memory pretty quick.
Welcome to the fowl feast.
Holly bounces with enthusiasm and bumps shoulders with Alice. Thank you. You like Mr. Underwood's class?
I respect the man.
He's a good instructor.
Speaking of, I'd like to talk to you.
Oh? I glance at Evan, whose expression tells me the plan's off. Mr. Underwood told me about the student union.
I'll be joining, of course.
Oh, great.
As the president, naturally.
My smile fades.
I've been wanting an opportunity like this for a while, to really start making some changes around here. It took someone new in the administration to incite the shakeup, and I suppose that's how it goes.
I'm glad you're into it, but...
Mr. Underwood already agreed. The valedictorian leading the charge makes for a compelling sell to the school board.
Sensing conflict, Holly shrinks. Evan eats his meal.
I'm the best suited for seeing this through.
I lean forward on my empty tray. Did he mention how many hours I get?
He said I'd need to give at least 10 hours weekly to manage the group, but we're not sure how utilized members will be. You can always work less. I'll make sure to have someone cover for you.
I stand up from the table, tray in one hand, my other shoving into my pocket. Excuse me. Moving me promptly, slap the food tray into the recycled stack and step into the hall. I yank my phone to my ear and listen to the dial-out noise. And eventually Mr. Underwood's voicemail message. My phone vibrates. Can't talk now. What do you need? Alice wants to be president. Where does that leave me? If Alice would like to try for the spot, the fair approach would be democratic. The founding members will vote for the president Friday. If... I took my phone away and returned to the cafeteria. Hal excused herself from our table. I wonder if it's because she was done. Well, I think so.
I know so, but I can pull a group together in no time.
Alice, did you even talk to Mr. Underwood? My confrontation is met with a smirk.
What did he say?
The president's position will be put to vote on Friday.
That is quite fair. I can't argue with that, I suppose.
Frustrated, I sit. It is, and you're outnumbered.
It won't do for you to intimidate others.
We both look at Evan, who won't look either of us straight on. I'm with Lane. Sorry. Of course, he's consistent.
Fine, I'll soon have my followers of my own.
With an enthused tap on the table, she stands.
Well, gentlemen, I do look forward to establishing bipartisan solutions after my swearing-in ceremony.
Evan and I look at each other in silence. Alex acts uncharacteristically shy about us judging her.
For now, I hope to have spirited competition. I'll bid you both adieu.
After she leaves, I turn to Evan. What were you talking about while I was gone? She was brainstorming ways to recruit people quickly. And? The short version is to make false promises, get lots of students to join in on that basis, have the group established, then let things settle however they settle. Seriously? It sounds like a recipe for disaster. Mr. Underwood would lose respect for me if he found out. He might even fire me. Think about it. Has he given any specific instructions? A few. So it's reasonable. Expected even that a student acting on his own would get all the details straight. You see? I'm not incompetent. It doesn't matter. He's taking a risk by letting you figure things out alone. He won't be able to justify firing you. After it's already set up, anyway, and... Stop. I'm not doing that. But you need the money. If Alice does it, then I might get less work from the school. A big fucking deal. And my snappy flinches and looks at the remainder of his lunch. Okay. Are you gonna finish? You can have the rest. Thanks. Inelegantly, I pocket his last morsel, long after we move on to finish up the day's classes. Normally, I like the last class of the day, but not this time. A slight shove from behind catches me off guard. I turn quickly. A professionally dressed woman blushes. I recognize her since she's been the fixture of the school for as long as I can remember. Principal Decker.
Excuse me, it's a bit crowded in here between classes.
She smiles warmly and dusts my upper back. My face flushes and I watch the crowd flowing past us both. It's really okay, no problem. She wades through students with more care, and those that recognize her make a path. I finish walking to the door to my last class. Study hall bothers me. I signed up for this period, that much is true. However, I doubt anyone here appreciates the situation. No textbook to study at, no assignment to complete, no talking, assigned seating. Coach Jean idles on his cell phone. One clever student brought their own book to read, a few others draw on notebooks. After a tap on my shoulder and subtle exchange, a note reaches my desk. Hold the fire alarm. Vote. 8 tally marks under yes and 3 under no. I crumple into my pockets and the game. I'm feeling worn out. Maybe I'll nap. Between the fire alarm and the bell, I'd be covered for alarm clocks. I lay my head to rest on my forearms and close my eyes. My head hurts. Aches. I roll my palm over the back of my head, fingers slipping through my hair to my scalp. The texture of the little bones cling to my hair around the sensitive area. Soft clumps collect beneath my fingernails. Sitting up through a burst of dizziness, I hold one side of the desk for balance and pull my hand in front of me. Ruddy residue of dried blood stains my palm. I don't think I'm bleeding anymore. Kind of hard to focus. I check my phone's clock. After pressing it past the low battery notification, I see that it's almost 8:30 p.m. My sore back and throbbing head convince me not to stop and brood. I struggle into an empty hall, each step with increased equilibrium. Though it's dark, I'm able to find the entrance via the faint light of my phone and from the hall windows. The front door doesn't give way. Calm, I try again. It dawns on me that I'm locked in the school. I survey the door, hall, and nearby windows. No luck in finding an easy exit. Just when I'm about to call Mr. Underwood, my phone dies. Great. Camping here isn't going to kill me, but I'd rather not. I carefully move down the hall to investigate the first floor. Anyone here? My voice echoes. Many of the classrooms are locked, and those that are unlocked that aren't hold no sign to life. As I near a complete pass on the first floor, I hear a single thud from the ceiling. I step closer to the main stairwell, which is poorly lit. Hello? A louder thud replies. Still dizzy. Cautiously I move up the stairs, using both hands for support. There's terrible lighting here. I can't see a thing. I get to the end of the railing at the top of the flight and move to my hands and knees for better support. I'm crawling up the stairs while hugging the wall. Better safe than sorry. The movement of the door slamming causes me to flinch. I hesitate but continue upward. Words catch my drying throat. My hand touches something in the darkness, something warm and wet, like the inside of a mouth. Pulling back quickly, my knees skid down one stair below. I stop and listen. I wipe my damp hand on my jeans and continue moving up, taking great care to avoid that area. From the top of the stairs, the hall is illuminated by a lit, open classroom. Silently, I move to my feet and sidle to the door. I peer inside to see wide eyes staring back at me. Eh! I cover my heart and jump at the same time she sees me. Her fright flips to irritation. You? What are you doing here? Nothing. What has Turner got you doing now? No, I'm trying to go home. The door's locked. Why are you here? She closes the distance between us. I fell asleep. I couldn't stop it from sounding like an excuse. She glances at the clock. Really? You napped over 6 hours, huh? Sorry. I was embarrassed. I bumped my head at the gym today and I felt sleepy during study hall. Let me see. She inspects my head with her finger and I wince. Her expression softens. Are you alright? Are you alright? I heard a lot of noise up here. I was unpacking and setting up materials for tomorrow's class. There are several cardboard boxes behind her in the classroom, one of which is empty. Paper, pencils, pastels, markers, newspapers, sketchbooks, and other supplies are splayed out on the floor. I heard a door. Look, let's get you started and call your parents. She praises me. Jeez, you even got blood on your pants. Why didn't you tell someone? Looking at my thigh, I confirm it myself and turn toward the stairwell.
What's your name?
Lane. My phone died.
Mine didn't. What's the number?
I look back at her. Who's... Oh, I don't remember.
Okay, I'll look it up. Come on then.
She takes me by the wrist and leads me to the administrative side. We enter an office door labeled Principal Decker. She motions to the couch after flicking on the light.
Don't sit down.
I obey. The office is plain, but the couch looks expensive. Notebooks and manila folders lean on the desk in a precarious stack.
Last name?
Fox. She furrows her brow and moves from one filing cabinet to the another. Miss Webb?
Yes.
Did you buy those art supplies? As she turns to me, her butt bumps the paper stack, sending its contents wafting the floor.
Oh, fuck me.
She goes to her knees to collect the mess and I help her.
Yes, I did.
Why?
Otherwise, we wouldn't have any.
I'll clean this. You can keep looking for my file. She moves a strand of hair behind her ear and eyes me. Then she follows my suggestion. After a few quiet minutes, I sort the pages into 2 separate stacks on the desk. I open the desk drawer and pull a half-empty bottle of wine.
Don't touch our personal items.
Miss Webb snatches it from me and sets the bottle back in the desk before closing it definitely. Sorry. Miss Webb huffs.
Also, do you not actually attend the school? Your record is missing.
Oh, Mr. Underwood might still have my file.
What's your address?
My record is probably in his office. We can just go check, right?
No, it would be rude and true when he's not around.
I look around at the room. She recognizes the inconsistency too.
I'll just drive you home. Come on.
Wait, you're gonna come back to it and finish unpacking?
I haven't decided. Come on.
With impatience, she moves out of the office, turning the lights off on me before I follow. Why don't I help you? You can go twice as fast.
You realize you probably had a concussion, don't you?
I feel a lot better after the nap. She spins on her heel to address me.
You are going home, young man.
Okay, alright, yes ma'am.
Please wait here.
She collects her purse from the art room, leaving me alone in the dim hall. My head is still throbbing, so foregoing helping her unpack is probably for the best. I place my hands in my pockets and realize the one which held those 2 notes is now empty. My schedule is gone, and so is that fire alarm note.
We'll use the emergency exit stairs to get to the parking lot faster.
Miss Webb moves ahead of me and in the opposite direction of the pitch-black stairwell. I follow. Won't we set out the fire alarm?
We should, but it's broken.
That's probably against some regulation, right?
You should put on your to-do list for your club.
We walk from the exit stairs, through the parking lot, and then step into our car. I tell her my address and we start to drive. After a couple of minutes of silence, I break the ice. Sorry for the trouble. She glances at me, unfazed.
How did you fall?
I don't remember exactly. I look out the passenger side window.
Do you remember none exactly? If you're being bullied, I need to know.
It's not that. Honest.
Well, a bump on the head gives you a pass. Please be more careful.
The ride is quiet again. I'm not sure for how long. My mind wanders.
Your project with Mr. Turner. Mr. Underwood. Was it your idea or his?
I think both. I asked what I could do to help for a part-time job, and he recommended it.
So it's your decision. It's something you want to do.
I hesitate. Definitely, yeah. Do you want to join? She laughs slowly.
I'm not a student anymore. I've had my fill of groups in college.
Maybe we can help you. For a start, I can come in early tomorrow and help you finish unpacking.
Your dad's set on it, huh?
Her focus returns to the road.
If you mean it, I'll be in that class around 7. There's no pressure, though. It takes us no more than 30 minutes.
Thanks. Do you want my number?
Are your eyes so bold or just with a head injury?
I feel my cheeks flush.
No, but thank you. You can call the school and ask for me if you need to.
I nod.
Is this it?
We arrived at my place. Ms. Webb pulls the car closer to the parking area. Yeah, the one on the left. Thank you for the ride. There are no cars parked next to the building, and all the lights are off. Miss Webb looks like she's about to ask me something, but seems to change her mind.
No problem. Do you have a key to get in?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. See you at school.
Miss Webb waits for me to go inside before driving away. I'm greeted by a passionate meow. I know. You're the one who wouldn't go out this morning. After flipping the light switch, I take the chicken strip from my pocket and place it in the jester's food bowl. With that occupying him, I walk through the hall to my room and settle in for the night. A cool glass of water, a healthy dose of acetaminophen, and a change of clothes to refresh me. There's a little scratch on my head that I can trace with my fingertips, but it doesn't hurt. Scabbed over, probably. I sit in my bed and pick up my charging phone.
I am already winning.
Who gave you my number?
Information asymmetry is too fun to read.
Truce? Let me be the president I need.
What?
Typo.
Not happening, but feel free to concede gracefully.
I add the number to my contacts as Alice and stare at my phone for a few seconds. After putting it beside my pillow, I turn off my bedside lamp.